Today's episode of the Fan Feed Network podcast is brought to you by Bonnier Jewelry. What is up, everybody? Week 9 of the NFL season is upon us. It just keeps flying. We have a jam-packed show tonight, so we are going to be rolling. We're covering all things NFL Week 9. Looking forward to this week, talking Miami Dolphins versus Baltimore Ravens tonight. Special game. I have a couple guests coming on to talk about that. Trey and I are also going to revisit some of our preseason hot takes to see whether we know ball or not. And then we're also going to dabble in a little NBA tonight, talk of this scandal. So really a lot going on, but let's hit that intro video and let's get into it.
Every week a new headline drops, game day fire and sideline shocks. Oh, soft fan feed this. Welcome to the show. We're bringing the heat. No suits, no scripts, just takes from the street. Every week we break down the squads. Real fans. This is the Fan Feed Pod.
Yo,
what's up, dude?
what is up, dude? It feels like it's been so long.
I know. Oh my gosh.
It was just last week, but the last 2 weeks
But it wasn't.
we've been virtual.
Yeah.
You know, so
been a while
it's
since we've
been a
seen-
while.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good, man. How was Mexico?
Dude, Mexico was fantastic. I don't know if everybody can see. I got a little bit of a tan, got a little bit of a haircut.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good right
Feeling
now.
good. I
Yeah.
see they gave you a chain that's a lot smaller than the one I'm wearing.
Yeah, so
Well-
this is my
Look at this thing, dude.
this is my
crazy.
Amazon chain.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
not real gold, contrary to popular belief.
Yeah.
And it got browner on the trip.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that
Got a
was
little
just the
tan.
water down there
Yeah.
or what, but
Got the sun hit it. Yeah. Yeah.
We have a lot to talk about.
A lot.
I did
Yeah.
want to say I enjoyed the podcast from Sunday night.
Yeah.
I did enjoy you guys shouting me out, whether I know ball or not.
Grilling
And,
you a few times.
Grilling me quite a few times.
So we got to do when
friendly
people
fire.
when people aren't there to defend themselves, you have to let them have it. Like,
Hey,
right?
I mean, it's fair after me and Caleb were watching the
That's
Colt-
right.
who was it? Broncos and the game you went to.
Oh, the Giants?
Yes, Broncos Giants. And
Dogging my guy.
we were grilling you the whole time.
Yeah.
But speaking of Broncos, because
Yeah.
this was one of the only, I didn't watch a whole lot of football this weekend, but one of the only games I caught some glimpses of. I just so happened to turn on Red Zone to see the Broncos taking on the Cowboys.
Oh my gosh.
There's that Red Zone sequence, and we had this whole argument last week about
Yeah.
Riley Moss being trash. And sure enough, when I pull it up, 2 pass interferences
brother.
within the same set of downs on the goal line.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that, Trey?
Oh, did you see those clips from Pat Surtain?
Mm-mm.
Like the clips on his
I don't
podcast?
follow him.
Yeah. So his podcast, he was like, I think they're racial profiling my guy. That's what they said. He goes, because in that game specifically, there was oh, wait, you're talking about the Giants game? No, you're talking about
I'm
the
talking about the
Cowboys.
Cowboys game.
Game. Yeah, this past week. Yeah. He was like, there was one particular play where he was in perfect coverage. He turned around, he was like fighting for the ball, like his hands were perfect, and they threw a flag on him. And
I love
that's
how-
Pat Surtain. And who would I trust more to say this guy's a dog? You or the reigning
Or his
defensive
teammate.
player of the year?
Or his team.
It doesn't matter. Terrion Arnold is also on that podcast, and he's also like, yeah, that dude's good. He's really good.
So-
anyways,
The second one, I will give you that.
There you go.
That was pretty soft. The first one was bad.
all right.
That was real bad.
All right.
But to be fair, Riley Moss was had his hands full covering CeeDee Lamb. But
Yeah.
yeah, just we don't need to get too much into
What were
that.
CeeDee Lamb's stats? What were George Pickens' stats?
I don't know.
They
didn't
tear him
play
up.
well.
They
didn't
tear him
play
up.
well at all.
Okay. Okay. Just so we know.
Their stats were wiped away because of all the pass interferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
have
they
good stats.
they
when
caught
just
all of those, right?
commit all these penalties. on
Yeah. Oh
defense.
my gosh. You
Uh,
are smoking something, dude. Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, like the video, share comments, come and hang out with us tonight. We're
Yeah.
getting ready for Thursday Night Football and this whole weekend. So please hang out with us.
We'll
Also,
respond to you too.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. We'll respond to you
yeah,
live.
we'll
Yeah.
put you up here on the podcast. You can join us.
Yep.
Also, if you haven't already, go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We're live on all of those. And then also follow us on anywhere you listen to podcasts. And leave a review on the podcast. Please. Helps us a lot. I know a couple of you have been. So thank you to all of you who have been sharing your what you've enjoyed about the show on there and writing reviews. We really appreciate it. It helps us get more seen. And with that, we're going to start with some news and notes, Trey.
Sweet.
First thing on the list, let's talk NBA. What? I thought we were a football show.
Yeah.
NBA. So
this is crazy. So you want me to take it?
Go ahead.
All right. So for those of you that haven't been following, last week, over 30 people were arrested or and indicted for this massive, like you're talking about, like all the way down to the mafia level of this like gambling scheme. And a lot of it has to do with the legalization of sports betting. It's pretty insane. Like I think there were only like 16 people that were actually arrested, but I saw that obviously one of them, what's his name? Terry
Rozier.
Rozier. Yeah. So he was arrested and he posted like a $6 million bail. So like
that's crazy.
That dude is I can't say he's guilty.
Plays
but
in the NBA.
Yeah.
So he's got money.
Of course.
Chauncey Billups was also up there.
Chauncey Billups, the coach.
Coach of the Trailblazers, former Detroit Piston from that, I think it was 04 or 05 championship team. A great team. Great team.
Pretty, but this whole like gambling probe like tied them to different mafia families, like the Gambinos and the Bananos. I don't know how to say all this. It doesn't matter. But there were like rigged poker games that these people were a part of, and then there were players that came out of games early to make sure that certain people that bet on the under on certain amount of points or shots they would take would anyways. There's just imagine you're watching football, right? And you whatever, let's say
I got an example for you.
Okay,
imagine you're getting ready for last week's football Sunday. You've got the Atlanta Falcons going and playing the Miami Dolphins. Atlanta Falcons are favored. They're like negative like 1,000 to win. Dolphins are plus 800 underdogs, and then all of a sudden Drake London shows up on the injury list the day before. Now he's out. He's not even just questionable. He is out of the game. A guy who like notoriously fights through injuries is now out.
Brother,
Michael Penix is out. Let's bring in Kirk Cousins. Oh, well, maybe the Dolphins have a little bit more of a fighting chance. But wait a minute. The Falcons defense has been balling. Oh, my gosh. The Dolphins win, what, 31-6?
Yeah. Blowout.
I don't know, man.
Dude.
Stuff like that makes me feel real weird.
It's very, very strange. And, Terry Rozier, he's the guard for the Heat. For those of you that don't know, he allegedly, because none of this is proven yet, but allegedly tipped off bets and he faked these injuries to have early exits so that those interested parties, they could cash in on, I think it was something like $260,000 or something.
Prop bets.
Prop bets. Exactly. Pretty insane. Like some of the money that they were putting down, like betting that he wouldn't get to a certain point in the game.
Yeah.
My gosh, like you have to know. Like you have to know that that's going to happen. Obviously, this exposes vulnerabilities in the NFL. And very quickly after this happened, the NFL came out and they said, they said protect the shield. Like you're not allowed to do any sort of sports betting whatsoever. We've already seen a little bit of it with Calvin Ridley, right? Back in 2022.
Suspended for a full year, full season.
For betting. I can't remember. There was a Bronco. Oh my gosh, it was a few years ago where he was caught like also making some sports bets or doing something like that. Like he was like on NFL property. Like he wasn't in the building necessarily, but he was like in a park. He may have been like in a parking lot or something. I can't remember what happened to him. He got suspended. I don't remember how long. It wasn't for a year, I don't think. But it said, the memo that the NFL sent out to everybody said, protect the shield. Like I said, I don't have the full memo here actually, but when you're dealing with something like this, so again, for those that don't know, the whole betting world is $100 billion industry. Huge. Billion. Like I think the NFL is like a $35 billion industry, right? Like, and so you're talking about a lot more money that's being dealt with. And whenever there's a lot of money, like that's where you really have to start looking at things. And we talked about this in the preseason actually, but when the NFL started owning, stake in ESPN, right? Because now they own like 10% of ESPN.
That's right.
And ESPN has their own sports book.
Yep.
You just have to start thinking about this kind of stuff.
To start keeping your head on a swivel.
Yeah. And whether this is true or not, I don't know. Like you already have lost trust from a lot of the fan base.
Yeah. It's just a big deal. I mean, because NBA betting's a little different because the player props are kind of easier to manage as just a player, like Terry Rozier could. It's a little bit harder in the NFL to be like, Mahomes is going to go out and say, "Oh, I'm just going to play bad." Like, I don't know. It's harder to do that, but you do have to keep your head on a swivel. And this is the problem. This is why so many states still don't have it legalized. For gambling, is that it can ruin the integrity of the game. And like this, I mean, with this most recent arresting of all these people and it involving the Mafia, like I didn't even know the Mafia was like that big of a deal.
And still
like,
around.
The FBI is just like talking about these crime families. Like, how do they just know these people? Like, and they like talk about them openly. And I've never heard the word crime family except for in Batman movies. But like it's real. And you have to think about these players like Terry Rozier. It's like he has a lot of money. I mean, he plays in the NBA. He's got a nice contract. Chauncey Billups has made a lot of money on the NBA. For them to be doing this means they might be in some debt that they got to pay off. You know, maybe they're in deep with the Mafia in some ways, and they have their connections with more famous people bring people into these card shops or the card playing areas where Chauncey Billups was. And it became like a funnel to fund these organized crime businesses. I mean, it is crazy.
It's crazy.
And so there's like, it just needs to be pretty heavily regulated. It sucks for us because, you know, you've listened to me. I love a good prop bet or a good parlay, you know, on a Sunday. I'm throwing $5 on it, hoping to make, you know, a couple hundred, you know, and it's just a shot in the dark. It's just for fun. It's to help me engage with the games, but it can be really dangerous for those who have funds and have connections. It's similar to like government officials doing inside trading. We don't need to go into all of it. But it is just something we wanted to cover here and talk about because, like you said, NFL now owns 10% of ESPN, who has their own sports book. We talked about this early on in the preseason. There's just a lot of things moving, and you need to pay attention because they will try to keep you from seeing what's really going on.
For sure.
So anyway, we have more on that.
No, man, it's just scary.
It's
It's scary. It's like this is October 2025, right? Like, and you're hearing stuff about the mob, like infiltrating sports. Like that's such a crazy thing, dude.
I immediately saw the penguin. Coming out. Where's my money? Speaking of weird stuff, I literally just pulled this up before we started the stream. But apparently ESPN, most of their like staff are going on social media right now and posting videos saying that if YouTube TV doesn't strike a new deal with them by midnight tonight, that ESPN will be removed from the streaming service. And it's just nuts. Like it's so dumb too, because it's like, of course, it's like a tactic to try to get YouTube TV to pay. You know, they're letting everybody know what's really going on, and it just sucks for us because it's like $90 a month for YouTube TV. It's stupid. And I'm only paying for like NFL stuff. Stream East. I gotta bring back Stream East.
It's back.
No. Stream West.
It's been down for a while.
Stream West. But anyway, let's get into more football stuff.
Dude.
Lot of trade rumors going around right now. One of the big ones the last day or two has been that the Patriots are heavily rumored to be pursuing a running back and to land a running back, according to Ricky Scoops on Twitter.
Is he back?
He's back, baby.
Oh,
Ricky.
Let's go, Ricky. Yeah, we did it. We put out that little clip. Back. We were like free Ricky, and they did. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, running backs that I think of, Tony Pollard is one that makes a lot of sense. I think Breece Hall is still one that they've debated. Could be someone gross like Devin Singletary. Hopefully it's someone gross because it just. Y'all talked about it on Sunday about Travion. They finally played him the right way. You know, ran him wide instead of running him right up the gut. He gets 75 yards on 10 carries, averages 7.5 yards a carry. He does fumble, but that's just a rite of passage as a New England Patriot. And this is how they repay him. Oh, it just is. Somebody FBI, Investigate Mike Vrabel
Yeah.
for insider dealings. All right.
Dude, that guy's betting on Travion Henderson.
That's right. He's betting the under on him every week. Jacoby Myers, also one who's been rumored to be traded. We talked about him last week. Lot of heat on that now, kind of heating up, and Steelers are right now favored to be the ones to get him. Bills are also in the running.
Yep.
I think there was a couple other teams, but
they said Denver.
Denver.
I mean, you wouldn't trade him to.
I think Denver,
like
inner
division
guy,
but what
field stretcher.
But why you have Marvin Mims already?
I
like
agree.
you already and Troy Franklin, like they're both speed guys. Well, I don't know if you're gonna go get somebody, like you need to go get a big guy. I don't know, like a 6'3", 6'4" type,
like a Cortland Sutton,
like a Cortland Sutton too, like you know, like a 24-year-old Cortland Sutton.
Who they should trade for?
Who's that?
Devon Bailey. He would be sick.
Oh my
Broncos
gosh!
team.
Imagine he was sick on this Broncos team.
Couple trades that have happened. Steelers trade and get Kyle Duggar, the safety for the Patriots. Don't know how I feel about that all the way, but Duggar was just a not a scheme fit for this new Vrabel team. Steelers need secondary help anywhere they can get it. So Deshaun Elliott may be out for the season with an ACL. So just bad. Eagles trade and get Michael Johnson, cornerback from the New York Jets. So he'll probably end up being an all-star.
Yeah.
Knowing how the Eagles are.
Yeah, true. It's like CJ Gardner-Johnson.
That's true.
Right. Like he just had like what a year he had, like with Philly.
Yeah, Mekhi Becton.
Then he got cut like 6 times after that or whatever it was.
I don't even know where Mekhi Becton is, but last year he was like the right guard that played for them. He was like year 4, year 5, and he was just an absolute stud.
Yeah,
absolute unit on the offensive line. They didn't re-sign him, and now he's just out there somewhere.
I think he's with like a Tennessee Titans or like that sort of team, like just somebody who's a little under the cover somewhere.
That's right.
Anyways,
last thing I wanted to cover.
Yeah,
because I don't know if y'all talked about this on Sunday or not. I think you probably did, but I wanted to talk about it. The Tush Push controversy.
Okay.
So going back through our preseason talks, one of our first shows, we talked about should we ban the Tush Push, and both of us were like, absolutely not.
With an asterisk.
Well, there was no asterisk at the time, I don't think.
Okay.
Now there is, and I agree with you. They have to do it legally.
Right, exactly. But that's the whole point, right? Like don't ban a play, but if you're doing it illegally, like that's a different story.
Right. If you're committing false start on every single time you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now this past week, we have an example of Jalen Hurts pushing into the pile.
Yeah.
Normally they let them just, push and push and push until they get the first down. Then they call forward progress.
Yeah.
No. He stretched the ball out. I think it was Thibodeau who stripped him.
Yep, it was.
Took the ball from him, and it was like in the midst.
And there was no whistle.
No whistle.
No whistle. Which again, oh my gosh, let's get back to the whole mafia ring.
Yeah.
Dude,
rigged, brother.
Dude,
rigged.
Some of the stuff you have to question, like why did that happen?
That was just terrible. I mean, that was such bad officiating.
Yeah, it was
and
miserable.
Made no sense.
It's been so. My brother-in-law is a big Eagles fan. He texted me in that moment, or he texted me in a group, and he was like, "That was definitely a fumble. Yeah. It was a fumble, and I have no idea why they overturned it." Yeah. My gosh, I don't understand. There was no whistle. He stretched. I vividly remember this play where I think it was Case Keenum or Kirk Cousins. They did the same thing,
right?
They and I think it was when Case Keenum was with the Bills. I'm definitely misremembering. Sure. Anyways, but he did the same thing. It was like a 4th down, and he reached over, and somebody like knocked it out of his hands, and it was a live ball. And people were like, "This isn't the end zone." Like people grilled him for that. And I don't know. That was the very first thing that came to my mind as soon as I saw Jalen Hurts do that. I was like, "What do you do? Like? You can't just reach it and then like say, okay, I gained the yardage." Yeah. Like. But the bigger issue here, obviously, is the refs, right? Like the refs just saying, no, he's fine. Like we stopped the progress, even though we didn't blow the whistle. Right. We thought we stopped the progress. Oh my gosh. It's insane.
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
It's getting worse. Like the refs are, the refs are making the game of football. Well, they're making the NFL a worse product.
Yeah. They 100% are. I don't see how it can be so hard to have competent refereeing. Now I understand like missing things, but we have such a intricate like review system, where they're reviewing plays up in the booth, calling down, saying, "Hey, that was wrong. We need to change this call." Okay, they do that all the time now. Why can't they do that on penalties?
Exactly. And why is it so hard to go back and like just overturn a penalty?
Yeah.
To say, oh, they do it all the time with like scoring. Oh, he was out of bounds. No, he got 2 feet down.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And they all the time they go back. Like, why can't they just get a call from New York? Or Gene Steratore is always on that call, right? And he's always like, oh, I don't think that's right. Why don't they just give him a call? Why don't they just employ him to do that?
Yep, exactly.
And
he's making the call from on the air,
exactly,
live in front of thousands, millions of people.
Yeah, and I feel like we as viewers can see more of the field than refs can looking at a single angle. Like they're showing us so quickly. Oh my goodness,
it's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, so bad.
And I understand they don't want to challenge everything. Like they don't want and fans, we don't want them reviewing every single play.
Sometimes it's just let them play.
Fine-tooth comb. Sometimes you do have to let them play. It should be allowed with one of your 2 challenges as a coach that you can challenge a play like this. You can't just say, "Oh, we blew the whistle, and so the play was dead." Like, I hate that. There's nothing worse than a play that was a fumble, and somebody picks up the ball and runs it back into the end zone from the defense, and then they call it and they say, "No, we blew the whistle," and like now the play's just dead because you're stupid and blew your whistle. I don't know.
And that's something too where I don't know. I feel like they could very easily just overturn that and be like, "Oh no, he recovered it and he ran it down," like, or just let it play. Like, just let the play go. Yeah. Like, what is the harm in that? Yeah. And they're going to say, "Oh, we're going to risk injury or whatever, yada, yada, yada." Okay, well, I mean, if you're uncertain.
Every time you play the game.
Exactly.
So, we don't need to keep going.
Gosh, you get me hot, dude.
We might need to take a few breaths. Yeah. And this is actually a good time for all of you. We're going to take a quick second to hear from our sponsor.
Ladies, we did the research for you. Fellas, pay attention. We've partnered up with Bonheur Jewelry. Bonheur is a celebrity favorite, eco-friendly jewelry company based in New York City. They're adored by stars such as Emma Watson, Gal Gadot, Katy Perry, Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, and Hailey Bieber. Their designs have been featured in top publications including Vogue, Elle, V Magazine, and on major platforms. We love them. They have great pricing for luxury jewelry. It's something that you can start planning for before the holidays get here and get it early. Click on the link in our show notes below. You can sign up for 15% off your first order. When you support our partners, you support FanFeed Network. Check them out. Davante Adams is going to be a top 5 receiver.
I kind of love that take.
Yeah.
I kind of also hate it. Yeah. I like that. It's spicy. Yeah. Luther Burden, drafted to the Chicago Bears, will be the Bears wide receiver 1 by the end of the year. I'm in, dude.
I like it. I mean, it's supposed to be bold, right? The Kansas City Chiefs collapse has already begun.
I can definitely see it, especially with that strength of schedule. I think the Texans are a Super Bowl team this year.
Wow. So I love that.
I see the Steelers going to the AFC Championship game and losing
to the Texans. But the Broncos Super Bowl window is now.
I love it, dude. And I'm a big fan of RJ Hart.
Here we go.
All right. Well, everybody, I hope you took a nice deep breath. It's all going to be okay.
We did.
We're just all heated,
During that break, we were like, man, we're both getting a little bit heated.
That's right. Now we're going to stay in the heat and talk about some of our hot takes from the beginning of the season, before the season started. At the genesis of this show, we started just firing off hot takes, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to see, do Trey and I know ball? Were we right? Were we wrong? We're going to own up to our mistakes, and we're also going to revel in our victories.
Sure.
You ready for this, Trey?
Let's go.
All right. So let's start with our official hot takes. If you go back to episode 1, you'll find that Trey and I each gave 3 hot takes, one surrounding a player, one surrounding team, and one surrounding our favorite team. So Trey, your player was Davante Adams.
Yeah.
You said Davante Adams will be a top 5 wide receiver. Currently, he's got 31 receptions on the season, tied for 36th in the league, 431 yards, tied for 26th in the league, 6 touchdowns, tied for 3rd. So top 5 in touchdowns. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Top 5 in touchdowns. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of I mean, granted, there's a bye week in there.
Yeah.
Right? So got to give him some kind of credit. Okay. Top 5 right now seems too rich.
Yeah.
It's also his first year, so maybe I was just giving him too much credit. But I don't know. I mean, he could turn on the second half of the season. He looks good when he plays.
Yeah.
He looks great when he plays.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing to take away here. Like, yeah, obviously he's not a top 5 wide receiver right now.
Right.
And he may not get there, but I don't know. He is playing at a really high level, just not as high as I, boldly said he was going to play.
And that was the whole point, was bold predictions.
Yeah.
So we went
Yeah.
for it. You
Yep.
know, Davante Adams has all the tools to be a top 5. I mean, look at his touchdowns. Like
Yeah.
the guy's scoring. I think it's just a function of Puka Nacua being just so good this year
Sure.
when he's played. Obviously, I think he's been out the last like 2-3 games. But in those games, the offense has been really weird for the Rams.
Mhm.
Like they haven't been as explosive. Like Davante Adams had that 3 touchdown game, but
Yeah.
he only had like a couple catches,
Right.
And
Yeah, like 4 catches for 3 touchdowns or something.
like
Yeah.
30 yards.
Yeah.
It was like just a weird. They're playing a weird style of football. So yeah, Davante Adams could easily turn it on back half of the season as
Right.
the Rams are chasing the playoffs.
Right.
But so far, wrong.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but it's a lot closer than my player hot take.
Okay.
So I said that Luther Burden, still believe Luther Burden will be the Bears wide receiver 1 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And will be a top 15 wide receiver overall in the NFL. The notes I have here is just womp, womp, womp.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like he's gotten on the field. He's made good plays. I do not understand why Ben Johnson is refusing to play him. He's still running with Olamide Zaccheaus
Mhm.
in the slot. Even DJ Moore has played really bad and not done anything. So I'm shocked that Luther Burden hasn't gotten more of that. I would love to see a DJ Moore trade.
Yeah.
Send him somewhere else and let Luther kind of, take his place. But so far, this has been just real far off, real wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you have any thoughts.
I don't know. I don't have much more to say about that. I mean, it does make you wonder if, some of these coaches, even if they're part of the drafting portion, like what if that wasn't his guy?
Right.
Like what if he didn't want Luther Burden, he wanted somebody else. They drafted him. He was like, fine, I'm just going to play my guys, like the guys that I want on the team. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but it is weird. It is weird because he was drafted so high.
Yeah.
I mean, you just think that when you draft somebody that high in the draft, like you just expect them to go out and make an impact almost immediately.
He's like the 6th or 7th pick in the second round.
Yeah.
So, and obviously Travion Henderson went right before him. I
Yeah.
think the Bears would have loved to have Travion Henderson. I think he's such a Ben Johnson back, and him getting sniped right before Luther probably had an effect. But still, I think Ben Johnson really liked Luther. I think the only hope I'm holding on to now is that Ben Johnson also started Amon-Ra really late in the season.
Yeah.
Even though he was definitely one of the better receivers on that team during the time that he was there. So maybe this turns around, but so far, wrong. All right, here's one that's kind of 50-50.
No, let's go.
This is Trey's hot take on a team, Kansas City Chiefs. He said that the Kansas City Chiefs collapse has already begun.
Yeah.
What do you think on that?
Inconclusive.
Trey? Inconclusive.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, it was so
And I still err more on that side.
Yeah.
Even now. Like, it's not because I'm a Broncos fan. Okay. Go ahead. You say your side first.
I was just gonna say they started off the season pretty rough. What were they like 0-3?
0-2.
0-2?
Yeah.
So they have 3 losses on the season. They're currently 5-3. They're 3rd in their division, so it's a really tough division. But they have Rashee Rice back. Rashee has looked really good the last 2 games. Worthy, I think, is still recovering from shoulder surgery.
They're 4-3, right?
5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
After the Commanders' victory.
Okay.
Victory against the Commanders on Monday night. Yeah. So I think your call looked really good early on. But I will say Mahomes has just been balling, and they've been winning games left and right. The last couple games have not been close.
Yeah.
So
ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Who have the Chiefs beaten this year?
I don't know. Tell me.
You want me to tell you? They are 4-3.
They're 4-3?
Yeah. Yeah, they must have had a bye in there somewhere.
Huh.
I'm looking. At least that's what Google's telling me. Anyways, yeah.
Google's wrong. 5-3 says ESPN.
Lost to the Chargers, lost to the Eagles. They beat the Giants.
Yep.
They beat the Ravens. Yep. Obviously, Lamar got taken out of that game.
Yep.
But everybody's blowing out the Ravens. Right. Everybody except the Bears. They lost to the Jaguars. Sorry. They beat the Lions. Good win. That's one good win.
Yep.
They beat the Raiders. Everyone's beating the Raiders.
Yep.
They beat the Commanders without Jaden Daniels in Kansas City. So, I mean, does Marcus Mariota scare you?
No, not at all.
Right. So they've got one good win on the season
this week.
They got the Bills. So the next 3 weeks are going to be very telling. They're going to be very telling because they play the Bills, they play at the Broncos, and then they play the Colts.
Yeah.
All right. So they play three of the best teams record-wise in the AFC.
Yeah.
So I said inconclusive. They still very well may be back to form, but I don't know. I mean, nothing they've done impressed me except that win over the Lions.
Well, and to be fair, in your original hot take, you expected them to come into week 10 with 5 losses, which they're very much on track for. If they lose 2 of the next 3,
yeah,
they would be very on track for.
Overall, 10-7 is what I said.
Overall, 10-7. But yeah, you said you read the schedule, and went up through week 10, and you said, I see like 5 losses there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm saying that's like spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they win these next 3 games, like, who did you say? Bills, Colts, and who's the other
Broncos.
one? Broncos. Yeah. And Broncos one's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Actually, it won't be that tough. Pat Surtain's not playing, and Riley Moss is just going to be hanging on.
Yeah, Riley Moss is going to be tearing them up, dude. You're going to see.
Yeah, I will say, I think this was a good take. I'd say it's definitely a collapse from what they were. It wasn't an abysmal collapse, and it followed what you said, which was you think they could go 10-7 on the season.
Yep.
And then one of the things I said that I'll give myself props for was the schedule is so hard that I think it's going to force Mahomes to play like early Mahomes and have to be, balling to keep the Chiefs in games, and their defense wasn't going to be as good. So
you did say that. You also said that you could very easily see a 10-7 record, but see them making a deep playoff push.
Yes.
Those were because I went back and listened to it.
Yeah.
And that's what
like
you said.
Fresh in my head.
Yeah.
Like, let's go, Cam.
Yeah.
Let's go, Cam.
Yeah. Dude, we had some pretty good takes.
We did have some pretty good takes. My next one was not good.
Okay.
Texans will be a dark horse Super Bowl team this year. All right. So hear me out. They're 3-4 on the season, 3rd in their division.
Yeah.
The offense has been sputtering. It's been really bad. Their defense is dominating. Like I
outstanding,
predicted.
Incredible.
Defense was just,
and you did say that,
stellar. I did say that I was worried about the run game without Joe Mixon, and that I think has been a huge problem. And just the offensive line in general has been so bad.
He's getting hit so much,
and like the rookie receivers have not really come on until like recently. Noel's been playing all right.
Yeah,
Higgins really hasn't done much. So the weapons they have. Even one of the things I was predicting was that because there was no run game, they would just be throwing the ball a ton.
Yeah.
And they're just not. Like y'all talked about them playing the Niners.
Right.
It was a total game of possession.
Yep.
What did they have? Like 40
minutes.
40 minutes
time of possession.
Of the ball.
Yep.
And they just aren't throwing the ball a lot. They're still trying to run the ball with Chubb, Marks, just getting those first downs. So,
that is like good coaching.
It is.
Like just sticking to something, even if it's not working, like sticking to running the ball. Like that's really good coaching, in my opinion.
It is. I just think Stroud has not played well. I think he hasn't had much time to make plays. I could still see them, turning it around.
Yeah.
And the last 2 games, they've played pretty well on offense. They played well against the Niners. The week before that, the week before that wasn't the Ravens game. It was like 2-3 weeks ago that they played the Ravens.
And they pounded them. It was like 44 points or something. Yeah.
And I know the Ravens defense sucks, but people don't understand how bad this Texans O-line has been.
Yeah,
like,
they're really bad.
Pressured by teams like the Ravens.
Yeah.
So for them to play that well was good. I could still see them making a push and being that like a true dark horse team, like a wild card 10-7 team.
Yeah.
And then in the cold months when they have that dominant defense makes some plays. It feels like it could still happen, but for right now, I'm queasy on this.
Yeah,
queasy on this one.
Hey man, you said it's funny. The couple years ago, Oh, it was when Russ came the first year. My my cousin, he texted me and said, "Hey, what do you think about the Broncos? Like, what do you think is gonna happen?" I was like, "Super Bowl," and then he texted me like 8 weeks into the season, like right about now, 9 weeks into the season. He goes, you know, way back in August, you said Super Bowl. What do you think now? And I was like, dark horse Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's
I was
right.
like, and
Never
so
wrong,
yeah.
literally.
So I don't know, man. Like they could still make a push. Like if they make the playoffs, that's all that it takes. I mean, look at the 9-7 Giants.
That's right.
You never know.
That's right.
Um,
All right. So your next hot take was on the Broncos.
let's go. Yeah.
And you said the Broncos Super Bowl window is now.
It's now,
and I'd say you're on,
brother. They are one leverage penalty away from being the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Yep.
They are 2 last-second field goals away from being 8-0.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It truly is incredible. And yeah, I mean, obviously you got some big tests coming up. We got the Chiefs twice. We have to play the Chargers again. Go to the Commanders pretty soon. They don't seem as daunting as they did at the beginning of the season. Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
Play the Packers. Yep. That's like week 15 or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got some big tests coming up. If you get past all that and you still look this good, Texans this week.
Yep.
I mean, we just talked about how good their defense is.
It's a big
I mean, their record doesn't reflect how good this team actually can be. The Houston Texans, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I put on there that this is looking really good, especially with the offense starting to click. That offense is clicking. And it's starting to look like last season at the end of the year, how they looked.
I put this in. I wrote the power rankings this week, and I put in there like last 5 quarters of football. Broncos have scored 77 points.
Jeez,
in the last
RJ
5
Harvey
quarters.
season.
RJ Harvey, baby,
our guy.
Let's go.
Our
Let's go.
Communal guy.
RJ. Yeah.
I also have a note on here that Riley Moss only gets flagged because they hate seeing a white boy with motion. So
yeah.
I saw that on Twitter. I thought you'd enjoy that.
That's so good.
Yeah, and my team-wide hot take, another one that just doesn't look bad. But this one, I was a homer. So
yeah,
Steelers will go to the AFC Championship game. Brother, it couldn't be more over.
You think?
I'm throwing it in, man.
Wow.
It's just been so bad this season.
Yeah.
And I know we still have a decent record, but I can't, as a fan, it just feels different.
Yeah.
There's a lot more hope with
yeah.
Rodgers than there was with Russ. We were kind of expected to go like 9-8. With Rodgers, there's a little more hope. They invest in the defense and the secondary, get all these big name players like Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay. The front seven for the defense is just disgusting. The O-line is stepping into their own in their second year with a lot of rookies who are supposed to be coming up. They go and trade and get DK Metcalf.
Right.
And then it all started going downhill. They trade George Pickens. It was like, why? Like, you're just creating another void in the team.
And now you might go trade for Jacoby Myers. Like, that's a loss. Like,
yeah, that's a loss.
Yeah.
And the offense has honestly been the better part of the team this year.
Yeah.
Which is wild because Rodgers, like wide receiver 2, is whichever tight end he feels like that day.
Yeah.
Freiermuth, Darnell Washington, Jonnu Smith, like those guys have been playing well. And I don't like Arthur Smith, but I will give it to him. The offense has been pretty good.
Yeah.
It's the defense. And Mike Tomlin this week, took questions after last week's loss to the Packers. And his takeaway from the game was not that it was the defensive failure, but that the offense was getting field goals and not touchdowns.
Yeah.
And sure, like he's right. We should be scoring touchdowns. But, dude.
Yeah, there's so much more than that.
Like, it was just 2 weeks ago that Jamar Chase had like 27, 30, 40, 50 catches.
Yeah,
on
16 catches.
And you refuse to adjust in the second half. You come and play the Packers. You're leading at halftime and playing well in the first half. And you come out absolutely flat, like just getting utterly dominated by the Packers offense. And the Packers offense has not been very good or efficient or high scoring this year. I
think some of these coaches can just get so like locked into their ways and they're like, I know how to do this. I've been doing this for so long. I'm not saying like Tomlin necessarily, but just like, but Mike Tomlin is who I'm talking to. Yeah.
Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
apparently the owner, they're putting out reports now, and I don't know if this is true reports. It could just be stirring up, what people want to feel and want to hear. But that the ownership is getting impatient with Tomlin and frustrated. And I think that's totally fair.
Sure.
And I think he's got to own that. And I think here's my thing. I love Mike Tomlin. This is the first year that I've said, like, on record, I think it's time for a change in Pittsburgh. I would be okay if they didn't fire Tomlin if he released all like scheme duties to the coordinators and actually hired a decent defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And not just keep hiring these guys from within who are literally just mini Tomlins who do
Right.
whatever Tomlin says.
Right. They're yes men.
And so, like, I don't know. There's just got to be a lot of change in Pittsburgh. I just see it being a really frustrating season. So, yeah, this take was bad. This, wrong.
Well, it can turn
I'm
around.
not going to cry, I swear.
Suck it back up.
But, yeah, I think it's over. But with that, let's shift. We're going to cover a couple more hot takes after this. But
Sweet.
We've got a couple guys on that we're going to bring to talk about this Ravens and Dolphins game tonight. So let's bring on Seamus and Rocco. What is up, gentlemen?
Hello.
How's it going?
How are y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you guys? Enjoying the show so
Good,
far?
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. I hope it hasn't been too like stressful or tense for you. I mean, we've been going in today.
Yeah. We've been pretty hot. Yeah. We were like saving all of it until we saw each other in person again. Yeah.
All this frustration comes out. Seamus, thanks for hopping on last minute to cover Ravens. Is that a Ravens jersey you have on?
It is. I had it in the closet. I had to pull it out.
That's crazy.
Is that Ed Reed?
Ed Reed, of course. The GOAT.
Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
Love it.
The legend. Who are you repping, Rocco?
Oh, I got Ricky Williams again, 34.
Oh, that's right. Ricky. It's good to have you guys both back on. We'll just dive straight into some questions. So, Rocco, I know the Dolphins went and just blew the Falcons out last week, which, FBI, investigate.
Dude, Mafia might be in on that one.
Drake London,
Legit.
last minute out. Investigate. But Rocco, how big was that victory for the Dolphins? And does that change any of your outlook for the rest of the season for the Dolphins?
Yeah, I think the first person they got to investigate is Bijan Robinson, because I don't know where the Miami Dolphins run defense pulled that from, but I think he only had 29
Insane.
yards. It's crazy.
Insane.
But
That's
go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's tape for every single team in the NFL to copy.
Mhm.
It's like you just look at that and say, let's do what they did. I mean, probably talk to the Mafia is what they did. Yeah, just like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully Mike McDaniel sends that film to Robert Saleh over to the 49ers. But
Man, right.
overall outlook, I don't think it changes too much, honestly. Like, I still don't see the Dolphins being anywhere near a playoff team come November, December. But I do think they could play spoiler, especially some of those divisional games, maybe against the Patriots and the Bills when it's getting cold. I could see Josh Allen dropping a game there. Dolphins almost took that one on Thursday Night Football. So I'll be excited to watch the Dolphins when they're like,
that's the thing you got to be hopeful for when you're when you have a bad team, is that you just get to spoil everybody else's like parade. The Patriots are like 4 wins straight, and then they go head down to Miami and for an easy win, and the Dolphins just smack them around, win by a last minute field goal.
And some of those like week 17, week 18 games are like playoff games for some teams. It's like win and you're in, lose and you're out.
That's right.
And Dolphins are like, we're gonna knock you out of the playoffs early.
It could be so fun.
Yeah, it could be so cool.
All right, Seamus, talk about the Ravens. Lamar is back tonight. So how hopeful are you that the Ravens can actually make the playoffs this year?
So Lamar being back obviously is key for the Ravens. It's all revolves around him. I think Tyler Huntley, pulling that upset over the Bears over the weekend is going to be the turning point of the season. Because if you asked me this morning, I probably thought the Ravens season was done. I took a little deep dive into it, and I actually am coming away feeling pretty confident for their chances. I think Lamar is going to come out flying tonight. I don't know if you guys saw a local columnist for the Baltimore Sun just absolutely ripped Lamar, said that he's given up on the team and that he could have been playing earlier than tonight, but he's decided to sit out, being selfish. I think he's going to come out something to prove tonight. So I'd be watching out for that. But when I took a look at the schedule, and if you just bear with me real quick, they got the Dolphins tonight, Vikings, Browns. They have the Bengals twice, the Steelers twice, Packers and Patriots. A lot of winnable games in there. I know they're only 2-5 right now, but the path is there for them to get on a run, and starting tonight, I think, is a big part of that.
Yeah, very much so. And this is, people were asking me, like, the Steelers are top of the division, so you feel pretty comfortable with them winning? It's like, absolutely not.
No, this is over.
I feel like Groundhog Day. I just wake up and it's just the same thing over and over.
With all those divisional games backloaded at the end of the season, there's really no safe lead. When you play that team twice at the end of the season, I mean, that flips very quickly if you lose both of those games.
Yeah, especially in the AFC North, where a lot of those later games are so cold and the weather plays a big factor. And the good thing for the Ravens is the big dog. I mean, he just heats up. It's so crazy that his stats literally like increase just so much going into colder weather season. And if we played the Ravens, when do we play the Ravens? Did you say, Seamus?
Let's see. So they got them on December 7th and then week 18.
Dang.
December 7th is going to be brutal. Derrick Henry is probably going to run for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. So let's do this. We'll talk biggest strengths and weaknesses of your team. So I want to hear from you, Rocco, first. What are the strengths of the Dolphins right now? How did they beat the Falcons last week? But then also, what are the weaknesses? I mean, I think we know kind of the majority of them, but with those weaknesses, like, are there any ways they can improve those by the end of the year?
Yeah, I mean, last week the strength was Tua. I mean, 4 passing touchdowns, didn't turn the ball over. I mean, that's pretty much all you can ask for from him. But as an overall strength, I like the running back room, like Achane, and I love Ollie Gordon. Trey, I know you're a big Ollie Gordon guy. But
let's go.
Your boy.
That's a strong 1-2 punch right there. Yeah. So, and both those guys are pretty young. Achane's obviously had some injury issues, but that's going to be 2 guys that going forward can hold it down back there. Yeah, and then a weakness, I guess I can't just say defense, but the passing defense, I know in particular, has just been brutal. Like the secondary, Minka Fitzpatrick has not added a whole lot, and they lost Jalen Ramsey. And Storm Duck is just not quite cutting it, it seems like. So
come on, man. That's our guy. We love Storm Duck. He has the coolest name in the NFL, for sure.
The ugly duckling.
Yeah. But no, I'd like to see him add a corner, maybe a safety, but I think anyone they add would probably have to be on the younger side. They're not trying to win now. Don't want anyone who's on an expiring contract, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Seamus, what about you with the Ravens? What are their biggest strengths right now and their weaknesses, and how can they improve their weaknesses?
Yeah, so strengths, obviously, it starts with the big dog, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson in that run game, getting those RPOs going, opening up stuff downfield. That's just the classic Ravens offense that we've seen for a couple of years, and if that gets going, it's tough to stop. When it comes to weaknesses, I couldn't believe this when I looked it up. The pass rush is awful. Their current sack leader is a tie for first with 2 sacks. Nnamdi Madubuike has 2, and he hasn't played since week 2, and he's still leading the team in sacks. So,
oh my gosh,
7 weeks later, he's still atop the sack leaderboard for the Ravens. So, I know Tua has. I know early on he was struggling with getting rid of the ball. I think he's kind of improved that a little bit. So I really don't see that getting any better tonight. I don't see them getting to Tua because he's worked on his release. He's been getting the ball out a little bit quicker over the past couple of weeks. It was a problem at the beginning of the year, but he's definitely fixed some of that. So I think getting a pass rush is dire need for them. They haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that this game could turn out to be like a crazy good game. Yeah, kind of like the Jets and Bengals on Sunday, right? Like
I could see it.
That game, man, 38-39. Holy cow! I'm not saying like a massive shootout like that, but
It's got all the makings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, two bad teams with their backs truly against the wall. It's like one more, and they're done for the season.
I will say in the Ravens' favor is that on the defensive side, they got back Kyle Hamilton like a week or two ago, got back Marlon Humphrey. So that back end is a lot better. So they haven't been as bad. But, yeah, the pass rush. I'm just shocked because I thought Mike Green, the guy they drafted out of Marshall, was so good. He was like one of my favorite edge rushers in the class. And, I can't believe he hasn't really made much of an impact yet. But, crazy. All right, let's go into our keys to victory, final score predictions. Let's start with Trey. Let's hear your keys to victory and final score predictions for this one. Then we'll go Seamus, then Rocco. I'll wrap her up.
I kind of switched up. We got a comment here from Sports Zone. What's up, Sports Zone?
What's up, Sports Zone?
We got a comment. We got a comment. I'm going to go with what Rocco said, actually. Like it all starts with Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns last week, right? So you have to be able to stop that. And I know they're 2 different players in Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson, but you have shown that you're able to stop a top-tier running back. And I would take Bijan over Derrick Henry, like straight up. Like I would just take him over him. And I don't know. I think that if you're able to do that and really put it on Lamar's shoulders, I don't know if he's actually hurt. I don't know. I mean, there have been speculation. There's been speculation that he may not be as injured. It's kind of like what we were just talking about a few minutes ago. Lamar.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard that for the past. Like he might have been able to come back a few weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Yeah.
So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And I'm a world-class Lamar hater.
Yeah.
But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because hamstring injuries are scary.
Yeah.
Especially for a guy who uses his legs all the time.
Yeah. He obviously, Lamar plays at an MVP level. But if you take away his MVP level running back, and you really just put it on his shoulders and you make him use his little hamstring, dude, I don't know. That's his little hamstring that's bugging him, man. That's where you start to me. That's how you shut down Lamar. On the other side of things, I think you just, Kyle Hamilton, this is where you show back up. And, everyone's been able to pick off Tua this year except the Falcons for whatever reason. They might have even got one. I don't know. But that's what you just really want to make. It's almost the same game plan for both. Just put it on the quarterback. Stop the run. Achane is good. Ollie Gordon is good. Derrick Henry is good. You stop the really good players and you put it on the questionable quarterbacks in this week. And I think that is the game plan for either team. So that's where I'm going to go.
Final score prediction.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
I don't know yet. I'm going to toss a coin. All right. I'm taking too much time doing this. Give me the Ravens. I'll take the Ravens. And it'll be ugly, 21. It'll be 20 to 12.
Total's 51.5.
Yeah, not hitting that. I'm smashing the under. Yeah,
Oh,
way
wow,
under that.
Smashing the under.
Yeah, I'm smashing.
I
know.
love it.
I just said this has all the makings to be a really good game, but
Right.
I don't know. I don't see it happening.
Talked yourself out of it.
Yeah, talking about dude. The
That's quite the
Mafia is all
backpedal.
around us. Dude,
Yeah, check his
51?
earpiece. Check his earpiece.
Yeah. Can't see this one.
All right, Rocco, let's hear from you.
Yeah, so I'm buying into the shootout narrative. I think the Dolphins did sell out to stop Bijan last week, but with Penix out, it was just Kirk Cousins, and he did not look great. I was watching the game. He was not really much of a threat to throw the ball downfield at all. So will Lamar throw the ball downfield? Remains to be seen. I think they will lean heavily into the RPO and try and get Lamar going, see how that hamstring is early. But I think Tua might be able to keep the momentum going also. I think he looked really good last week, and that Ravens defense has picked up the last 2 weeks. I think it was 16 and 17 points. I think it was 17 to the Rams and then 16 last week after giving up 38 points each of the first 5 weeks. So my final score prediction is going to be Ravens 31, Dolphins 27.
Wow.
I love it.
Smashing the over.
Smash the over, baby. All right, Seamus, you.
All right. So I think keys to the game for the Ravens is going to be not settling for field goals, getting into the end zone. Anytime they get to the red zone, they got to punch it in for 7. They can't. Sorry, my dog's squeaking his ball. They got to punch it in every time, every chance they get. They got to score a touchdown, not settle for field goals, let the Dolphins hang around. When it comes to defense, I don't think they're going to get to Tua, but I think they can get pressure and shutting down Devon Achane and Jalen Waddle will be the key. Let somebody else beat them. Don't let those guys beat you with the big plays and ball protection. Just keeping, Derrick Henry had a really bad fumble earlier in the year that cost him a game. I bet they really wish they had that extra win right now. They can't let any other, fumbles or bad interceptions or anything like that take another win off the board for them. That being said, I do think that they have enough to get it done tonight. Like I said, I think Lamar is going to go nuts after that report came out. I think he's going to have something to prove. I like the Ravens 34-24.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. So to me, I think the Dolphins game last week is a mirage. And I think the offense is going to play well tonight. And I think the Ravens defense they can't get pressure on Tua. I think the run game is going to be pretty strong for the Dolphins between Achane and Ollie Gordon. So I think they're going to put up points, but I think Lamar Jackson is hot and they're going to put the game on his back. I think he's going to carry. I don't know if y'all remember, but 2 years ago when Lamar played the Dolphins, he had a 5-touchdown game. Against the Dolphins, which was very, very cool. I'm actually going to say he's going to do another 5-touchdown game. Split between a couple rushing touchdowns, couple passing touchdowns. I think he's going to have a huge game tonight. And I think the big dog's going to eat. But I think they're really going to kind of show the rest of the NFL, put them all on notice that, they're not out of it. So I'm going to go Ravens 38 and I'll say Dolphins 31. So smashing the over. I'm buying the over narrative.
Sheesh.
So anyway, fellas, thank you so much for hopping on. We'll let you go so you can enjoy the game.
Before they hop off.
Oh, yeah.
I see. Yeah, we got another comment from Sports Zone.
Oh,
how will Hopkins do with Lamar back?
Oh,
we're all pretty big on fantasy here, right? Like,
yeah, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
I think just having Lamar back makes everybody on that offense better. I think it allows them to do what they do, and I think there's no reason why Hopkins wouldn't fall into that category.
Yeah. I think the big thing with Hopkins is he plays a specific role for the Ravens, which is the old, veteran receiver who was really good 3, 4, 5 years ago. And those guys usually get 2 to 3 catches. Normally, one of them is a touchdown. So, yeah, I think you could probably bet that he'll score a touchdown, maybe at one of those deep balls, but he's not going to get a ton of volume.
But
that's okay.
Zay Flowers is the guy.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I will say the Dolphins defense actually hasn't been too bad against opposing receivers. I think the tight ends are going to eat tonight. I think Andrews and actually I think Likely is a sneaky one to have a good game.
Is he back?
So, yeah,
Likely's back. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, he hadn't done much since he's been back, but he's back. So, but anyway, fellas, thank you guys for hopping on.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Of course,
thank you for having us.
And enjoy the game. Sweet,
man.
All right. Well, real quick, because I said we had a couple other hot takes that we gave in passing. We don't have to sit around and comment on these too much, but we'll just go quick. I started off that first episode and said that Geno Smith was going to prove how good he really is in London.
Yeah. No, you were right. He proved how good he is. You're absolutely correct.
I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
Fire, baby.
Yeah.
Geno Smith cooked.
Didn't you say, was it you or was it a commenter that said top 10 quarterback? Was it you?
No. So one of my buddies did have a hot take, and I think he said he was going to be a top 5 quarterback. Well,
oh my gosh.
So next week, guys, just so you all know, we will cover more hot takes, but from the fans. We're going to cover fans' hot takes. This week, we're just covering Trey and I's. So stay tuned next week because we'll have more.
And give us some hot takes going into the second half of the season. We'll talk about it next week.
We'll probably send out some Twitter polls and stuff like that to get some hot takes going for the second half of the season. But we did both say we were on the Jackson Dart train.
Let's go, baby.
In the first episode, we were like, Yeah, we're on the Jackson.
Yeah,
Dart
we're
train.
like, yeah. I remember going, when do you put him in? Like, when do you put Jackson Dart
we
in?
were planning it
Yep.
out. We were like,
Yep.
he's going to come in against the Saints, and he came in like the week or two before that.
Yeah,
wasn't
the
it?
week before. Yeah.
Um,
And then lost to the Saints. They beat the Chargers, lost to the Saints.
he
So
beat all the
crazy.
hard teams and
Yeah.
lost to the bad team.
Yeah.
This was a really good one that I do have to toot my own horn.
Okay.
Because you started trashing me on Sunday about my George Pickens love. You said,
No, I
Cameron
didn't.
loves George Pickens.
Yeah, I
Says he's
did.
the
I was
best in
like-
the league.
I was like, yeah.
I never said he's best in the league.
I was like,
I did say,
I know
though,
that. I know
that
that.
he would be top 12. And
Is-
currently, he's 11th in receptions, 9th in targets, 3rd in receiving yards, and 3rd in touchdowns.
It's a long season.
It is a long season, but so far,
So far, so
That's
good.
that's on
Yeah,
fire.
it's a good pick.
So
That's good. I mean, it only took a star receiver going out for him to get there, but no,
Hey.
he's having a good season, man. Except against the Broncos,
it had to happen.
he didn't
it
have a
had
good-
to happen.
didn't have a good game there.
Let's see. I know I had a couple others. Oh, we talked about in episode 2. We talked about Travis Hunter with Brian
Yeah.
Thomas Jr. on the Jags, and I mean, you said he's going to be offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
I think that's still live.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's true. Well, I don't know. Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart definitely
He's
could be.
He's a good.
Depends. He's had a lot of injuries on that offense.
True.
So, losing Scatterbo. But one of the things I said that I was looking back and I'm like, oh my God, this
Yeah.
was fire.
Yeah,
I said Travis Hunter would alpha Brian Thomas.
dude, and he is.
And he is right
He
now.
is.
And the reports coming out of, I guess their bye week was this past week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So reports coming out of the bye are don't be surprised if you see Travis Hunter just getting the bulk of the targets.
Brother, we might be onto something,
Dude.
We should
do a podcast.
dude. We should start a podcast.
We should start a fantasy show on Tuesday evenings.
Yes,
At
7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m.
Yeah,
every Tuesday.
every Tuesday.
FanFeed Network. We did talk about Brashard Smith. He played
Yeah.
the Jerick McKinnon role in that offense.
Dude, he's coming alive now.
It's trending that way.
And it's funny because like I feel like every other week we were like, oh, dude, Brashard Smith, like he sucks. What a bad take, Cam.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks. But now we're like, oh, dude,
Very
you're
live.
on to something right now.
Very live.
Yeah,
And for anybody who's going to come out and say, well, he didn't do anything against the Commanders.
yeah,
It's because he's playing the Jerick McKinnon role.
Yeah.
Jerick McKinnon didn't do anything against bad teams. He just, played when the starting running backs were hurt,
Sure.
or played really well against bad teams. Or good teams. Bill.
Oh yeah,
we
let's
were
go.
big on Bill.
Yep.
We said that he would play in year 1 and carve out a meaningful role.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean Austin Eckler's out for the
and
year,
that might seem like small potatoes, but we're talking about a 7th round rookie
yeah,
who was like I think he's like 24 coming into the
Mhm.
league. That's a pretty hard thing to hit.
Yeah.
And
because there were so
we call
many
it that.
running backs that we didn't say that like
Yeah.
that they were going to be the number
that's
one.
right.
But yeah, I mean
Eckler went
he's
down.
the number one.
Brian
Yep.
Robinson got traded.
Yep.
Now it's
What's
just
his name?
Bill.
What was the other guy? Rodriguez.
Chris Rodriguez is
Yep.
still there, but he's not. He's been alphaed by.
But he was
Yep.
ahead of him. He
Yeah.
was ahead of him on the depth chart. Yeah.
Jeremy not
McNichols.
Jeremy McNichols.
Yeah.
That's it. I keep wanting to call him McKinnon
Yeah.
as well.
Jerick McKinnon.
There was another good one
Yeah.
that we both agreed on, but you said it was Javonte Williams looks like he's running through concrete, and he tries
God,
to run.
dude.
And how wrong could we have been?
Dude.
We were so down on Javonte Williams.
I was at the game talking to like a Cowboys fan. I was like, I'm happy for him. I'm genuinely happy for Javonte Williams. Like everybody just needed a fresh start.
Yeah,
And he just looks so good in Dallas.
he
And,
looks so good.
yeah.
I'm so happy.
for him. Javonte, if you're watching this, love you, man.
Really
hope
happy
you're
for
doing
you.
well in Dallas.
No disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect,
I
man.
drafted you like very early in my
Yeah.
dynasty draft.
You did
when
look
came
like
out,
you
so-
were running with concrete in your shoes last year and the last couple of
And
years.
I get
but-
it. He was probably still hurt.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
All right. This is one you've owned up to this already, but said Colts are the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
You also said that signing Danny Dimes is the equivalent of waving the white flag.
I said all this.
I was very much with you on that. So
but I think like most of the NFL world was.
Yeah.
Like, who didn't they shock this
Yeah.
year? Like,
I know.
everybody. No, not a single person. No, there was a single person who said this is going to be like, oh my gosh, it was Lehigh Sky High. Remember?
Lehigh Sky High.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
like, hey, gosh, I can't remember what this is, but they're going to have like this crazy turnaround,
Yeah.
and they're going to have such a good. Gosh, I got to go back and find that comment.
We'll find that comment.
Because
that was a really good.
I think
one.
we roasted it. I think we
Yeah.
were like, yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't see it happening, but
Maybe.
go place a bet.
there was when you said that, there was one thing I said. I was like, if they had just a competent quarterback play,
Yeah.
this offense would be really good. Jonathan Taylor's really good. I like Michael Pittman and Josh Downs. Tyler Warren's there. We were both in on Tyler Warren.
Yep.
And lo and behold, Danny Dimes was the guy we were talking about the whole time. We couldn't see it. We were too jaded.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he hasn't shown us anything in the past 5 years.
No,
that.
He
could be that guy
to be excited about.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's what we've got for our hot takes. Trey, I'd say we're doing pretty good.
We're all right.
We've missed
Not
on
bad.
some. We've hit on some.
Yeah.
The ones we've hit on have been pretty big.
Yeah.
The ones we've missed are
I mean, I feel like most people missed the ones we missed.
that's right.
right?
That's right.
That's what I was saying.
We were with the crowds.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, like we do every week, we're wrapping up, looking towards week 9, and we're going to predict every one of the games. This week, I'm saying it live so that we do it. We're keeping record.
We said it live last
Uh,
several weeks.
I was
It's
in
fine.
Mexico.
It's all good.
I was
Yeah,
in
that's
Mexico.
what I was in Denver.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
You were in Denver. I was in Mexico. This time we're keeping record.
Let's do
for
it.
next time. All right. So we've already done Ravens Dolphins. We both said Ravens, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So Bears Bengals at Cincy. Ugh, can't talk.
Real quick, need to go back to this last week.
Mhm.
Real quick. I know you didn't watch a lot of football. Football that you did watch, was any of it good? Because I kind of walked away from this week going, that week sucked. And I think
it kind of sucked.
yeah. And I think it's because there weren't a lot of one-score games.
Yeah, receiver play was really down, I know.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of blowouts.
A lot of blowouts.
yeah.
Like I think legitimately there were 2
Other
one-score
than
games.
the Bengals and Jets game.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, what was the other one that was close? I couldn't even tell you.
Dude, yeah,
It was just a bad week of
that
football.
that one. Yeah, I think that was it. That was it. That was the only one that was even remotely close.
Yep. They were all,
Dude, everything was
Two
two
score
score,
games.
2 score or more.
yeah.
And
that's not good.
so many, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully we won't see a lot of that this week.
We need better games. Maybe this week is the regression week. We get back to the mean.
Yeah.
All right. Bears at Bengals. Who you got? Bengals are, I believe, without Joe Flacco this week.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with
he's
him?
got a shoulder injury.
All right, give me the Bears.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go Bears.
Easy.
All right. Vikings at Lions. JJ McCarthy back.
Yeah, Lions easy.
Carson Wentz might be retiring.
He's on IR. Did you see that?
Yeah.
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 He should retire.
That might be the end of his career.
Yeah.
That was a really bad game on
Dude,
Thursday.
I felt so bad for
That
him.
was the last thing I saw before I went to Mexico.
Yeah, so who'd you pick?
I'll go Lions.
Yeah.
All right. Panthers at Packers.
I keep doubting the Packers. That's one of our takes we got really wrong too.
Yeah.
Because we were like, Jordan Love sucks. The Packers. Well, we did say the Packers are a good team, but Jordan Love sucks. But
Packers do suck. They tied, so they suck. Tied the
Sure.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Died the number 1 offense. They're good, man.
Yeah, they are. We were very wrong on that.
Real quick. Kendrick just said something. Kendrick, I think we were going to talk about this next week too, man. We still will.
Attend the Super Bowl with the Colts running the AFC, and even the Broncos playing very well. It's very likely. Yeah, it's very likely in live. Like Trey said, we're covering all that next week, giving y'all your flowers and props. But yeah you're definitely hot.
Yeah.
And Kendrick would be the guy to talk to about this NBA gambling thing.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm sure Kendrick has a lot to say. But yeah, we'll have to get you on the show at some point and talk about
maybe
it.
we'll talk about part 2 next week. Maybe we'll
That'd
see.
be a cool time.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. What did you say? Panthers, Packers.
Packers. That's how I was going with
Okay.
that. Is like I just feel like I've doubted them for too long.
Yeah.
And every time I say they're going to lose, they win.
Gosh, all these games look gross. I will go Packers. Chargers at Titans. Chargers.
I almost want to take the upset. I almost do. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to be stupid about it. I'm taking the Chargers since we're going to.
Yeah, what's the biggest
document this
upset
one
here? It'd be Panthers versus Packers. I think
No,
they're
it would.
Prime family. Oh no, it's the Saints Rams.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going Chargers in that one.
Yep.
Falcons at Patriots.
Patriots.
I'll go Falcons.
No way.
Yep, I'll go Falcons.
I think you're sleeping on the Patriots, man. They look good.
I think the Patriots are good.
Did you know Drake May in the second half of that game last week had a perfect passer rating? Did you know that?
Yeah, I think he's like 81% on the season.
It's insane.
Yeah.
He was like 8 for 8.
Yeah, he's
in the
playing
second half of that game.
Extremely well.
Yeah. The
Extremely
Patriots
well.
look good, man. They look good. I'm taking the Pats.
All right, I'll go Falcons. 49ers at Giants.
Ooh, that one's kind of
Two
spicy.
of the most injured teams in the NFL.
Yep. I'm gonna take Niners though. They got Chris McCaffrey.
I'll take Giants.
Yeah,
I'll
I
have
wanted
fun
to
with
take the
it.
Giants. I wanted to pander to the people in my life.
Little
who like-
Jordan Humphrey 2-touchdown game.
Yeah,
I'm all
Wandale.
about that. Wandale, Devious. All right, Colts at Steelers.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'll take Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts.
All right, I'll be the fall guy here.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just know the Steelers are going to win one of these hard games, and everybody's going to be back in on Tomlin. It's going to be just so frustrating.
Yeah.
Broncos at Texans.
This dude, I do not know. I don't know. I'm gonna choose the opposite of what you choose just to be
I'll go
different.
Texans.
Okay,
So you
then
can
I'll
root
take
for
the
your
Broncos. All right.
Yep.
Let's
yep.
go
I'll go
Broncos.
Texans.
That's
a good game.
that defense, like two good defenses. Okay. The Broncos offense is better than the Texans offense, but the Texans defense is better than the Broncos defense. And we don't have Pat Surtain.
And you don't have Pat. That's the big.
And Nico Collins is back, but he looks kind of sluggish.
Yeah, I mean he's just coming back from a concussion. So
Yeah. Maybe couldn't
hopefully-
see. He was all foggy.
yeah, that's probably what it is. That's gonna be a really good game.
It'll be
And
fun.
that game will be done by the time we cover the 4:00 game.
True.
So that'll
True.
be fun to be able to look back on.
Yeah.
Usually Broncos are in that 4:00 window.
Yep.
All right, Jags Raiders.
Jags Raiders. Jags easy.
Yeah, I'm taking Jags, and
Yeah.
I think this is the Travis Hunter game. The
Yeah.
signature game.
Oh my gosh. If this
Yeah.
is a game for him to
150
tear it
yards
up.
and 2 touchdowns.
yeah.
I'll call it right now.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say anything to that, but
Saints at Rams.
yeah, Rams. Give me the
Yeah.
Rams. Although they don't really have like a home field advantage. Everybody travels to see the Rams.
That's true, and the Saints love playing in domes.
Yeah.
Tyler Shugg is also playing.
True. Yeah,
So-
definitely the Rams. Give me
Yeah.
the Rams. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Rams. I just can't pick the Saints. I pick the Saints like every week. It's
Yeah.
like the one I always lose, except for once. Chiefs at Bills. This is probably like the marquee
Yeah.
game of the week.
Obviously the most exciting game.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills because they're at home.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Okay.
Yep. I just think that offense is the truth.
Yeah.
And I think the Bills have a lot more holes, and they'll be exposed after
It's
this
just
game.
so hard to play in Buffalo, especially in prime time.
It is.
Like there's just such a good home team.
Yeah.
And especially when it's, I mean, I know the Chiefs also play in the cold. Yeah, it's a toss up.
It is a toss up. It's gonna be a great game.
It's going to be so good. Oh my gosh.
So excited to watch
Yeah.
that one.
I want to see fireworks. I want to see
Yes.
45 points
Yes.
a piece. Yeah.
Yes.
Smash that over.
Seahawks Commanders.
Yeah.
Sunday night football.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going. Man, I want to go Seahawks, but I'll go Commanders. Jaden Daniels is back, healthy and playing.
The Seahawks have like
They're
like a top 10 defense.
Yeah, no.
And they don't even have like their best corner or safety playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, they're so good. Like they're
I love the
sneaky
Seahawks.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were a team I was very wrong on in
Yeah.
the preseason. I thought they were going to be terrible.
That's something I
Um,
wrote in the power rankings piece too. Is I was like, if you haven't already, everybody owes Sam Darnold an apology.
Yes,
like every single person.
100%.
Go apologize to that man.
Sorry, Sam. You're
Yeah.
a dog.
Sorry,
I should have
Sam.
known.
Yeah,
All right, last game on the slate. We got Cardinals at Cowboys on Monday night.
yeah.
Kyler Murray should be back for this one.
That's
If
worse.
that sways you anyway.
It sways me against the Cardinals. Yeah, Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
I'll take the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I just think the Cowboys defense is pretty bad, and I think the Cardinals have a sneakily good defense. They can keep it close, and yeah. So I'll take Cardinals in this one. So this is actually, it looks like it's going to be a decent slate of games.
Yeah.
Some pretty good games
There
on
are-
this one.
There's some crap games in there for sure, but there's
Yeah.
some really fun ones in there too.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, you got anything else, Trey, you want to cover before we head out?
No, man, that was cool. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Glad you're back from Mexico, and hopefully you didn't bring any parasites with you or anything.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I'll find out later tonight. I
Yeah, me
guess.
too.
But
Yeah.
guys, thank you so much
Yeah.
for watching tonight. If you haven't already, go to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things for us. Please, please, please go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We're active on all of those. And then also go listen to us on anywhere you listen to your podcast, whether you listen to them on the way into work or your way home from work or throughout the day, whatever you do. Make sure you listen to FanFeed Network, and please, please, please leave us a 5-star review, or for whatever, how many stars. 5 stars is always the best. But with that, guys, enjoy week 9. Hope it's exciting. Hope all your fantasy teams do well, and we will see you on Sunday evening. See ya.
Ladies, we did the research for you. Fellas, pay attention. We've partnered up with Bonheur Jewelry. Bonheur is a celebrity favorite, eco-friendly jewelry company based in New York City. They're adored by stars such as Emma Watson, Gal Gadot, Katy Perry, Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, and Hailey Bieber. Their designs have been featured in top publications including Vogue, Elle, V Magazine, and on major platforms. We love them. They have great pricing for luxury jewelry. It's something that you can start planning for before the holidays get here and get it early. Click on the link in our show notes below. You can sign up for 15% off your first order. When you support our partners, you support FanFeed Network. Check them out.